Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. I am in Long Beach, California, and had a meeting up here, and wanted to go out to see the channel where the drag boat races happen. It's kind of cool. Used to swim out here with my grandmother, and just a nice spot. But it's a lot to cover. Things are going from boom to bust globally in the economy. So it's not just here, it's around the globe. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, and I'll talk about them a little later. But let's get into it. Let's talk about England first. The UK has so many challenges right now. And the biggest challenge right now is with unemployment. They anticipate that unemployment is going to double between now and 2025. That is staggering, guys, when you think about this. Andrew Bailey, who runs the Bank of England, is talking about the global challenges that people are having in the UK right now, and that they have raised interest rates more than they have since the 80s, guys. We're at a 40-year high as far as how quick interest rates went up. They're now at 3% in England, and this is a huge problem. It's affecting absolutely everything. You add the supply chain issue into it, you add the average wage is actually not competing with inflation. They're going to lie to us and tell us that inflation may hit 10%. And they know it's already higher than 10%. I have friends in the UK. I have people that write me and tell me, and subscribers that tell me how bad everything is right now in the UK, and that it's only getting, worse, by the month right now. So their big plan is to buckle up. And, people's wages have gone down during this time. People are making less money. People are working less. Just because I pay you more an hour for your job doesn't mean anything if you're getting 25 less hours a month. You're making less money. That's what's happening to the average person. And in the UK, with the interest rates rise and how housing prices are starting to fall, it has absolutely been a complete disaster. Now, the average income of the middle income earners, let's say rich people and really poor people, they've taken a huge hit in the UK. People cannot afford to go out to dinner. They cannot afford to spend any extra money because they don't have it right now. So, where does that sound familiar? Well, let's step forward, and go back to the United States. The middle income earners and the middle class has been absolutely destroyed right now. Think about this figure. When Donald Trump first came into office, the average family that was in middle class had a net worth of around $220,000. It rose at the end of his presidency to $263,000. That has now dropped, dramatically during this time to where they have almost $200,000 less in value right now in the last 2 years. That is crazy when you think about that. Interest rates have gone up substantially, and it's affecting the buying power of everything. And again, people don't live in a fiscally conservative lifestyle. They just don't withhold and, let's not buy this, let's not buy that. Oh, let's go out and, get a new car. Let's go out and buy the new house. It has become so expensive to do that, and it is absolutely destroying the middle class. And again, you're going to have extreme haves and extreme have-nots. You are not going to have a middle class when the smoke clears after this one. I keep loving this number, and I don't know why they don't want to say it's the highest ever. I don't know what the problem with that is. Inflation is at the highest level it's ever been in 40 years. No, it's nonsense, guys. It's the highest level ever right now. You can take this out of it, and take energy, and take food, and take everything that everybody cares about, and say, oh, that doesn't count to this. And you can do that, but the problem with it is that it's what we have to pay every day. You have to buy gas, you have to buy petrol, you have to go through the motions of eating out at restaurants. You have to go buy food at grocery stores. And people cannot afford this right now, and it is absolutely destroying the middle class. There's a great report that I found that I included also in the link below about people's incomes and where they're at and how much money they have, and it's just getting destroyed month after month after month. And it's not to get political, it's just to talk about the lunacy of you have no buying power. Your buying power is being stripped away regardless of where you live. If you live in South America, this is happening. This is happening throughout Europe. It's happening in the UK. It's happening in the States here. Here in the States, let's use California. Found a great report about how real estate has already lost value in 2022 from its peak to where it's at today. Now, when we all got free cash and free love and free hugs from the government from both sides of the pond, you know, everybody saved money. Some people squandered it and bought themselves a brand new Xbox and a brand new TV. The other people put it in the bank and said, we may have a rainy day. The only problem is that rainy day is today and the sun's shining because they have no frickin' money right now, okay? So it's happening in the UK and it's happening here, and nobody wants to talk about that. Oh, it's gloom and doom down. You know, all you want to do is talk about how bad everything is. Everything's great right now. Okay. Yeah, sure it is. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. You know, with the stock market right now, the only thing that we have is uncertainty. And with uncertainty, you need to go to hedges that have stood the test of time. Gold has been that hedge that has stood the test of time. You need to get a 401k or IRA that's backed by physical metals from Patriot Gold. They are first in class. They are #1 with consumer affairs for the last 6 years in a row. You can get a free investor guide by calling 888-330-1431 today and find out about Patriot Gold. There's absolutely no obligation. But think about this. When you look at history and you look at what we're going through and how bad it is, you need to have something different right now. Look into a IRA or 401k that's backed by physical metals. And again, Patriot Gold has a no fee for life IRA and 401k. Plus, if you have an existing IRA and you'd like to transfer it over, they can do that without any tax liability. But call them today, 888-330-1431. Let them know that I allegedly sent you, but take a look at Patriot Gold today. This is the end of an era, guys. It really is. You're going to see the middle class get completely wiped out during this time. And got places like Galaxy Vision, which is a crypto company that's talking about getting rid of another 15 to 20% of their staff, and that they're going to such a difficult time. There's a great article below from them and from Jeffries about the financial state of everything and how we are headed to big changes. And again, warning after warning after warning after warning. Be frugal, guys. Cut back. Save money. Don't spend needlessly on anything right now that you don't need. Companies are going to do without people that are dead weight. And you're going to see this happen over and over and over again. It's happening right before our eyes. The banking industry is completely upside down. And the banks are not making the money that we all thought that they were. And they've lived on such bad margins and fleeced us and charged us fees and things like that, but they ran things irresponsibly and have not made money, which is sad, okay? Because we all need to have a bank of some sort, but you are a fool if you have a tremendous amount of money in a bank that you don't have access to, and that's not protected. If you have, 300 grand in a bank, that's a bad move right now, to say the least. So, look at what you can do to make changes in your life, to save money. Everybody I talk to, that's people of means that have a lot of money, they're all cutting back. They're all making changes. 2023 is going to be a lighter year, Dan. We're going to make less money. We're going to spend less money. We're going to get rid of everything that we don't need in the house so that we don't have these issues. And that's a great way to live, guys. So take a look at that. We used to not see supermarkets go out of business. Now you're starting to see Kroger's that are closing. There's a story below about that, how Kroger's are starting to close more stores. The margins are so thin in the grocery store business, that it's just a matter of time until people, until you wake up and you realize how there's not a grocery store near you. In Tustin, California, there was a sale a few years back from Vons to Hagen, a Northwest chain, and Hagen just got clobbered. Hagen came into Southern California and the prices were literally double. But you don't understand, we have better service than Vons did. No one cares. No one wants to pay $10 for a thing of juice. Now, that's what juice costs. Like cranberry juice and cherry juice and things like that. A jar of it's $10 at the store. When it was $3.99 at Vons. So that's what we're living through right now, guys. We're living through inflation that's so high, but the margins are so low, and the service is tanking right now, to say the least. So share your thoughts on this stuff. Let me know what you think. I love hearing from subscribers, and people like to comment on topics from past videos. And Rebecca was writing about a hold she had on a deposit at her credit union. She made a deposit that was just over $6,000 and didn't think anything about it, goes home, and the next day there's only $225 that's available in the account. The rest of the money is being held for 10 days. Now, again, she's had an account there forever, and she's a good customer. She's not one of those people that's overdrawn all the time or anything like that, but this is something that's brand new. And she had a great question. What is the magical number with $225? Why is it that they're releasing $225? When you used to deposit money into Bank of America in the ATM, you used to be able to get $300 instantly. So if you put a check in, they'd give you credit for $300. You could, get cash out of the ATM and go about your day. And then at midnight, the money would be put in there and you'd have it the next day. That's not the case anymore. But they've lowered that now to $225. What is that figure, guys? Why is that the figure? So the other thing is checks. If they're drawn around the world, basically you're looking at 2-3 days maximum for a check to clear. And this nonsense of, they can return it again, and it's ridiculous. They run it through the scanner. They see if there's any flags in the account. They know all this stuff. I've asked so many bankers about this. But share your thoughts on that one. I really want to know that. So the next thing is Samantha. Samantha's mom recommended that she tries cranberry Sprite, and it tastes great. It's really good. So she goes to look at it online to order it, and look at these prices. A 12-pack for $27. I don't know, is it Gold Leaf Sprite? I mean, it's crazy. $27. Two 2-liter bottles were $24. Look at this. That's nuts, guys. So absolutely crazy that we're seeing prices like this. The other thing I want to talk about that people reached out and said, let us know your thoughts on this. And that is the lottery hitting $1.5 billion. Get your ticket. You're squandering it. I used to buy lottery tickets in front of my children and say, look, this is your college future. Good luck to you, okay? We'll see if you're going to go to college or not. They didn't think that was funny. I still laugh about it to this day. Anyways, if you take the cash instead of the payments, you're going to get $745 million, which is a criminal act that they take half, and then you have to pay the taxes on that because they buy an annuity. Now, I'm telling you guys, if I won $1.5 billion, I would buy one of those beach houses in Laguna. I would build a slide from the top of the house down to the water, and we would just have a water slide party. And because I don't drink much, I would film it, and we would, we'd remember all of it. But I would get sued immediately and make great content. It would just be insane. We'd have Scrooge McDuck parties where everybody would be swimming in the money. Hey, come grab it. You get 10 seconds. Grab what you want. It'd be insane. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. Now, I had a brother that used to talk about winning the lottery, and he had the greatest plan because back then it was 26 payments. Now, if you want to take the lottery and you want to take the payments, it's 29 payments, which again, think of your age and add 29 years to it. Okay. And then think about things like the state of California if you want them to be responsible for holding your money. Let me give you an answer. No. Okay. So again, financial advisors don't recommend that you take the lump sum because you may make bad investments. Hell yes. Bad investments. Think of the bad investments. Think of the stuff you would do with $700 million. I'm telling you, I would put a down payment on the Angels just to own part of the California Angels, okay? Los Angeles, whatever they want to call it this week. I would do that. But I just would squander it and everything. My brother, he used to talk about getting the 26 payments, and he would spend it all between the day he got the check and by the time the second check was going to be issued, and that he would not have a home, he would not have a car, he would need cab fare to go to the lottery office to get his second check. And he would live a lifestyle. Well, I don't have a house. You can't mail it to me. I need to come get it. And his definition of partying and fun was good. And that's what people would do, I think. So again, lottery winners, you know, are stupid because first thing they do is tell everybody that they win, that they won. You wanna ruin your life? Let people know that you've got $745 million. That's changes everything with everybody. Again, you think you have, you know, oh, I have good friends. No, you'll have new friends and they'll all want to sue you. So there's that. Share your thoughts on all this stuff. Again, there was a law firm that was helping people when they won the lottery, and they were absconding with the money also. So there's great stories about this stuff. But again, you know, is it worth buying a ticket? Yes. Did I buy a ticket? Yes. Do you do anything weird when you buy tickets? Because I buy tickets when the jackpots are only big. That's the only time I ever buy it. But I buy it at really obscure locations that I never go to. So if, hey, John's Liquor in Pacoima won, oh my God, that's where I bought my ticket when I go there. So share your thoughts on that. And will you be buying a lottery ticket anytime soon? Now, here in California, this is insano land. And the idea with the free market system is to go out and make as much money as you can and to become successful and do whatever you want. And again, the level of success that you choose for your peace of mind is what the goal is. That's the goal in life. And what I mean by that is if you don't want to be super wealthy, but you just want to have a nice life and watch TV and do whatever you want, that's a wealthy life, guys. Now, here in California, because we have a homeless problem, they want to tax the rich. And this is crazy. They want to tax the rich home sellers an additional 4% on your home sale over $5 million. Now you can sit there and go, Dan, these people are loaded. They can afford that. They want to give the money to the homeless programs, which is great in spirit. The problem with it is when you look at what California's had over the last few years, and we've covered this. For those of you that have been around the channel, we've been to MacArthur Park, we've been to Echo Park, we've been to downtown LA numerous times, and you know, oh God, we went to Venice Beach. That was lovely, a few times. Anyways, they want to give this money there that they anticipate will raise between $500 million and $1 billion a year right now. Again, it's not fair. If you have a house that's over 10 million, you'd have to pay 5% towards this fund. These people have had billions of dollars that they've squandered, and there are homeless people tonight sleeping on the street with all this money. So you're going to give them more money? You do that. Again, there has to be a point in time that you just say, no, I'm not going to do this. I think that this is ridiculous, and we need to stop donating money. This area here is where the boat races are, and that right there, that bridge is 2nd Street that comes from Orange County over to Long Beach. It's nice, but this is where the drag boat races are. It's kind of cool. It's, you know, on a busy summer day, you see this, and the rowers are out here and they're just training, messing around. So it's kind of nice, but it's a fun area and it's nice. But share your thoughts on this, guys. Are you going to buy a lottery ticket? Okay, by the time you see this video, somebody may have already won. You may have won. Your life may have. I may have won. You may never see me again, guys. Again, you wouldn't know. Unless you see that water slide in Laguna. Oh, Dan. Whoa. He's inviting us all over the house. There won't be a lottery, guys. It'll just be a free-for-all at the house if that happens. So you'll know that I won that and we just squander the money. And we'll just film the litigation of them being upset from the Coastal Commission, that the slide is in the public view and all that stuff. It'll just be awesome. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. One thing that I suggest everybody do is look at what the banks are doing, especially the central banks. The central banks right now are buying more gold than ever. Think about this. In the 3rd quarter of 2022, central banks bought 399 tons of gold bullion. Huh. Why is that, Dan? The last time they bought this much gold was when the dollar was backed by gold. Is that going to happen again? Who knows? But again, $20 billion worth of gold bullion was purchased by the central banks alone in 1 quarter. You have to look at that. The largest purchaser was Turkey, and Turkey's got its own financial problems, but they bought 31 tons of gold out of that 399. Something to think about. And again, you know, I believe in the metals. I believe in physical silver, physical gold, the mining stocks, having your IRA and 401k backed by physical metals. I think it's a great idea because of the instability of everything. Now, Ford has a van called the Transit Trail. And one thing that has become popular right now is van life. People going out and living in their vans. Some people have to do it because they're homeless. Some people do it because wouldn't this be cool to go out and live in the van? Now my son is a college student, bought a van, thought it was going to be cool to do it. And you know, it was for about 45 days, okay? And then he had this thing, you know, the gym may have been closed, and Dad had this thing called a shower and a refrigerator full of food, and it was very appealing to swing by Dad's house. So it's kind of a deal I have with my kids that they can just come by and you know, I'm just gonna stay here again tonight, Dad. You know, the ball game's on, and listen, you know, we've got tacos, and I'm gonna do that. So I got a kick out of that. So the glorified van life. A lot of studies have been done about this, and basically it's like glorified homelessness, because the idea of going and living in your van is great to a certain extent. Now, I believe in your plan B and having the prepping plan to get out of Dodge if something happens. And one thing that I totally believe in is having either a trailer or the van life as an alternative, because like my friend Chris, the financial prepper, said, Dan, think about this. You can move that thing anywhere. You can move it here, and if the plan falls apart, you can move it someplace else. You're not locked into one place, one location. And he's absolutely right. And, you know, we've got, you know, electricity in the thing. We've got heat. We've got lots of cool stuff. We can cook in it and move it around. And we've driven this thing, you know, all over the place. And it's great. But, again, plan B. Everybody needs a plan B right now, guys. You know, have a security plan. Have a plan with your kids. I can go through all that stuff later on in details for you. You have to have all this stuff right now, guys. But look at what other people are doing. Look what the banks are doing. It's important because we're seeing things that we haven't seen in a long time. And why are they buying so much gold right now? Answer that question. You know, and people are going to write. People are going to write and say, because they're stupid, Dan. That's why they're doing that. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think. I am going to finish this video with these last few stories, and the first one is Dollar General is being sued because they had prices on the shelf that you would take to the register and they were a different price. So the problem was they did an investigation and they had inspectors go out undercover in Ohio and do this. They had 12 inspectors do this. This wasn't your Aunt Mabel going, I think I got overcharged a little bit too much. No, this was serious, and there is a lawsuit by the state of Ohio against Dollar General. Have you guys experienced this? Because I hate it when that happens. And, you know, fight for this, guys. The idea would, think about this, if they clipped you for, you know, a couple dollars every time you did this, it adds up to these companies. And I know that people don't complain. They just think you're not going to complain about it. So, famed investor Paul Singer is warning people. He runs Elliott Management. He is a billionaire. And he's talking about how, forget this nonsense of that inflation has peaked and that we've seen it all. No, guys, we're going to see mayhem and we're going to see hyperinflation. Again, guys, the history of junior high, when I learned about Germany and what happened with when it would take a wheelbarrow of money to buy bread. Now, is that the extreme? Yes. But you're going to see things continue to shoot up right now. That's going to be a fact of life for all of us right now. And you have to look at this, and Mr. Singer thinks that it's going to be a catastrophic problem. Now, the final thing is Denny's. Denny's is a great restaurant. You can sit there and you can go there 24 hours a day and get breakfast, get whatever, you know, late night, go to the ball game, go to Denny's. Here's the thing, since the health crisis, they have 1,592 Denny's around the country and only 870 are open 24 hours. So the Denny's Corporation is going to the franchisees and saying, hey, listen, you need to open 24 hours, and they're offering some financial carrots that they say are modest. And I don't know, maybe it's a free Grand Slam. Hey, you can buy one, get one free. You can feed yourself, you know, if you open 24 hours. But anyways, you guys eat at Denny's. The norms here in Southern California is like Denny's. They, you know, during the health crisis closed as early as 8 o'clock. They're now open till 11, and there's a few locations that are now looking at November 15th to open 24 hours a day. And again, who else is open 24 hours right now? I don't know of anybody, but will they have the demand? Will people go out and spend money? It's always been an inexpensive place to eat. The quality is not, you know, you're not getting, you know, chef prepared food. You're getting, you know, fast food to work through your hangover. You know what I mean? So share your thoughts and all that stuff. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. For those of you that signed up for the party, I'm telling you, check your spam filter, because the emails are going out today and we're going to have a great party. Thousands of people filled out to join us, and I'm sorry that everybody can't make it. The fairest way to do this was a drawing, and there's a special email account set up just for this. And for those of you that won, I cannot wait to see you on the 12th, and we will talk about this much more between now and then. Onward and upward, guys. Reach out anytime. iAllegedly@gmail.com if you want to ask any questions, and I will talk to you guys very soon.